Battles of America, Iwo Jima. The Battle of Iwo Jima took place on the small island about 600 miles off the coast of Japan. The U.S. resolved to capture the strategically located island along with its important airfields in order to establish a staging area for attacks against mainland Japan. In the year preceding the Battle of Iwo Jima, the U.S. had taken Saipan, the northernmost island in the Mariana Island chain. From Saipan, Bomber Commander Curtis LeMay planned multiple raids on Japan. These raids, however, were met with great resistance, specifically from the island airfields of Iwo Jima. The U.S. dispatched B-29 superfortresses, which were met by Japanese Zero fighters stationed on the small island. Additionally, Iwo Jima provided the Japanese High Command radio warnings that gave the mainland 2 hours' notice that an attack was on its way. Iwo Jima would have to be taken. The steam from sulfur mines on Iwo Jima guaranteed that not much could be seen on the face of the island. Reconnaissance expected little resistance, concluding that the battle for the island would take no more than a week. But little did the Americans know, the Japanese had dug in and occupied underground tunnels, pillboxes, and caves. The attack began on the morning of February 19, 1945. Japanese General Kiribayashi knew that victory was ultimately unobtainable, yet he vowed to kill as many U.S. Marines as possible before the inevitable defeat. Instead of meeting the Americans on the beach, Kiribayashi allowed the Marines to make their way inland and then bombarded them with artillery. The tunnels and pillboxes tucked into the landscape made it almost impossible for the Marines to identify Japanese positions. The Marines made slow and bloody progress, and the area quickly became clogged as a result of the steep beaches, rocky terrain, and soft volcanic ash. By the end of the first day of the attack, the Marines had suffered 2,420 casualties. By February 23rd, Mount Suribachi was finally taken. The Marines dramatically raised an American flag that had been recovered from a sinking ship at the Battle of Pearl Harbor. This was the iconic image of raising the flag on Iwo Jima. With Mount Suribachi secure, the troops moved north over the next weeks to capture the airfields and subdue the rest of the island at the cost of many Marine casualties. The Battle of Iwo Jima was finally won on March 16, 1945, after 36 days of all-out war. American fatalities numbered 6,281, with 19,217 wounded and an additional 2,648 soldiers succumbing to combat fatigue. Over 1/3 of all Marines lost in World War II were lost on Iwo Jima. In the battles to come, 2,400 B-29 bombers would make emergency landings on the island. The courageous and costly capture of Iwo Jima was a major turning point in the war to defeat Imperial Japan.